The reason why it came to me was a series of sort of events around the rights and Laurie Anderson deciding to give the Lou Reed archives to the New York Public Library. And Laurie, who controls Lou Reed's publishing of the songs with Meryl, Lou Reed's sister, was in conversation with UMG, who control the masters of the music. And I think they wondered if this was a time for a documentary, and if so, who might be a director that she would give her blessing to. And that's when they contacted me. And as soon as I heard the question and that it had anything to do with Laurie at all, I was immediately interested.
In the dark church of music, which never is of land or sea alone, but blooms within the air inside the mind, patterns in motion and action, successions of processionals, moving with majesty of certainty to part the unparted curtains.
There's too many to probably remember all, when you want to remember them, but I'll just share that Jonathan Richman, who's a musician of his own and is an amazing musician who was influenced by the Velvet Underground, but he was a teenager when he met them in Boston, and he saw 80 shows of the band, right? He was their mascot. He lived with them. He hung out with them. He drove them in his mother's station wagon to the parties after the shows. They taught him how to play guitar. A kind of generosity and openness that he describes from this, let's face it, band that seems pretty tough and austere was something that I just hadn't really, expected. And Jonathan's interview was just one of the most moving things in the whole process of making this film, which was full of very impactful moments for me. But he was so loving and he was so appreciative of the generosity they showed him, that ushered in his musical future.